What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adjen back again for another Outerplane video. And for today, I'm gonna be sharing with you some tips on how to clear Grand Calamari Investigation Stage 12. Now, just take note that this stage is not meant for beginners. If you are a beginner or just started out, do not even try to do this one because it's going to be really hard for you. It might take a lot of your you might get into stress in trying to clear this one if you're a beginner. But if you're already in the somewhat end game content, or if you played long enough, then you might be able to clear this stage with 3-star. Why 3-star? Because if you cannot 3-star the stage, you cannot use the sweep tickets in this stage. So we have here Grand Calamari and then some mini boss stage. It is going to be a 2-wave stage. So the first wave is fighting against these minions, the Ghost Hexer and then Ghost Clower. They are just fodder mobs. What do I mean by this one? This stage is where you build up your chain points so that you can do your chain skill as early as possible when fighting Grand Calamari. Now, first of all, the team build for this one. I have here Akari, Regina, Tamara, and Ame. I have two of the best DPS in the game, which is Regina and Ame. And then two support classes, which is Tamara and Akari. Now, what are the reasons why this is my kind of team building here? Before we discuss about that one, we need to see Grand Calamari's skill set, because you need to read this one for you to be able to come up with a team against Grand Calamari. So we have here Grand Calamari. The first thing that you should look into when trying to read Grand Calamari's skill set is the immunity info. As you can see, Grand Calamari has a lot of immunity to statuses. Like for example, Grand Calamari is immune to stun, frozen, petrified, silenced, taunted, reduce speed, buff removal, buff duration reduction. It's very annoying. It's very hard to fight against, but there's still some flaws with regards to this one. As you can see, there are no reduced defense immunity. There are no unbuffable immunity, and those are the most debuffs that you need in order to fight Grand Calamari. As you can see, Grand Calamari has immunity to reduce speed simply because if Grand Calamari takes a lot of turn, you're in for a big surprise because Grand Calamari will buff himself with some immunity buff and also some invulnerability buff that cannot be stripped because Grand Calamari also has a buff removal and buff duration reduction. So what you need to do is to stop Grand Calamari from buffing himself. This one, the piercing tentacle, as you can see, after attacking, grants the caster immunity for 1 turn and increases the duration of all buffs on the caster by 1 turn. So Grand Calamari will get a 2-turn immunity buff, which is really annoying. And before it runs out, Grand Calamari will cast where is it? The invulnerability buff, this one. Attacks all enemies. After attacking, grants the caster invulnerability for 1 turn and inflicts reduced effectiveness on all enemies for 2 turns. This is really annoying. You will not survive with this one, and especially trying to clear this stage with time duration, with turn limit, because you need to clear this one within 25 turns. So it's all about DPS race. All about controlling Calamari's turns. That is why this stage is not meant for beginners or players who just started out. It's meant for endgame players to clear this one. So if you're a beginner, just try to do at least the stage 10. It's still good enough. They still do drop some red gears, but I think it's just slightly higher the drop rate in hand 12 compared to the hand 10s, to the stage 10s. Now, Akari is meant for the unbuffable debuff. If you don't know what Akari can do, Her skill 3, Jusumaru Tsunetsugu, is the one that can inflict the unbuffable debuff. And this one is for 2 turns. Not only that one, she is also debuffing the enemy with the reduced defense, because the enemy is not immune to reduced defense. So if the enemy is inflicted with reduced defense, you will be able to deal more damage to the enemy, meaning you can chip the Grand Calamari's HP really fast. Also, her burst can also inflict the unbuffable debuff. That is why Akari is really meant for this fight. Regina is one of the best DPS in the game right now. Top 3 DPS in the game. Her skill 3 just nukes everything. It's a really powerful single target DPS attack. This one, the show must go on. That is why I maxed this one out, and you will notice that my chain passive for Regina is also maxed out. Why I maxed this one out? Because at max level 5, this one will give me more weakness gauge reduction to the enemy. Yes. And also, it increases the damage when using the skill chain effect, when chain skill damage. And since she's meant for dealing more damage to the enemy, it's really good to have this max out. Same with Ame, one of the best DPS in the game right now. I also maxed the chain passive. They are just meant for dealing damage to the enemy and also building up chain points, because Ame, once use the skill tree, can also do the another attack. And I equip Ame with this one, the Rogue's Charm Talisman, that can grant me 10 chain points when attack scores a critical hit. Since they are built with a little bit speedy, they will attack a lot of times. Tamara is here for the dual attack and also the critical damage buff. This one can, if the it will not proc the skill cooldown increase, because Grand Calamari has immunity to that one. This one is really good because this one can increases your team's critical hit chance, meaning that you will take advantage of equipping this Rogue's Charm, because Rogue's Charm, if you score a critical hit, you will generate lots of chain points. That is why Tamara is here. And also for her skill 1, can generate dual attack. Dual attack with your highest attacker in the game, which is Ame in this case in my team. It's really good. And once you've gathered lots of chain points, just spam the chain skill. The chain skill should be like this, so that the finisher Ame will also generate more chain skill after attacking. As you can see, chain finish effect generates 25 chain points after attacking. It's better compared to Regina, who is only buffing your team's attack for 2 turns, because you need to spam the chain skill in this stage so that Calamari will take a lot of damage, and also while breaking Grand Calamari's weakness gauge bar. Because if you break Grand Calamari's weakness gauge bar, you will be able to deal more damage and apply more debuffs to Grand Calamari, because Grand Calamari is going to be really easy to debuff during that stage. Just take note also one thing, because before I tried when running this one, use Regina skill 3 during Grand Calamari's break. Meaning, if you broken already Grand Calamari's weakness gauge bar, use only that time Regina skill 3, because I think it makes a difference on dealing more damage during that break state of Grand Calamari. So just take note that into consideration when doing this one. If you guys don't have Calamari, another character that can buff unbuffable is Alice. just some maybe some replacement for the character if you don't have them. Where is Alice? These new icons are... Alice can do unbuffable also on her skill tree. As you can see, attacks all enemies and has a 100% chance to inflict unbuffable for 3 turns. And this one has more turns compared to what do you call this, Akari. So if you don't have Akari but you have Alice, then Alice is also a good alternative to Akari for the unbuffable debuff. Another one that can do unbuffable is what is her name? Christina. Christina's S3 Perforator can also do the unbuffable debuff. This one for 2 turns. But I don't really recommend using her on this one because there is a time limit. So you want to take your turns really fast. And you want to build your team around gaining more chain skill. I mean chain points to spam the chain skill. Well, I think that's it from me for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you can help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace.